So now we move to the person that is going to lease out your commercial property, and that person is called a tenant, or if there's more than one, tenants. There are, as you'll understand, as you deal with commercial documents, there's two types of entities in the world: either a human being or a natural person called a company. You must make sure that you are dealing with exactly the correct person. So if you're dealing with a human, you want to have a look at their driver's license. You want to just check to make sure you're dealing with the correct person. Because remember, you're giving everything away here. You're giving access, possession to your beautiful commercial property to someone. And the only thing you've got to protect yourself is this commercial lease. So this has to be exactly correct as the tenant, who the tenant is. If there's a company, put in their company details. If they're human, you put in their human details. Most businesses, for asset protection or for income distribution, will operate through a trust. So what does that mean? So in this instance, the Smith Family Trust is the tenant. Now, the Smith Family Trust in this instance has a proprietary limited company as the trustee, so Jacob River Proprietary Limited, with an ACN, which stands for Australian Company Number, and you can search that at ABN Lookup or at the ASIC website. You want to make sure you're dealing with the correct company. But in this instance, Jacob River is actually acting as trustee of a family trust. So down the bottom of the page, we'll press yes, and we'll then type in the name of the trust. So it's the Jacob Jabob Family Trust. It will have an Australian business number. Now note the ABN is different to the ACN. I'm sorry about these acronyms, but Australian company number, only a company has an Australian company number, whereas most of us that are not companies will have an Australian business number. So that has 11 letters after it, where company ACNs have 9. Now we know exactly who we're dealing with. If the tenant is a company, again, have a look at the Australian business, at having a look at the opportunity to have a look at the Australian Business Registration. It's free, and also the ASIC website, just to make sure you're dealing with the right company. And finally, sometimes the tenant may be operating through a partnership, which is like 2 or more people acting together. Now, in this instance, the people there are Ebony Jackson, Margaret, Alistair Tomlinson. They're 3 partners, and they're human, so you'll add them here. 1, then 2, and then the third one. So you'll end up with 3 human beings. That's not very good for asset protection, so most people will not operate through that. They normally operate through a company, and there might be partnership of a number of companies. So in that case, you put in the companies. Tenant is very important. Telephone the law firm if you need a hand. We're here to help.